The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And some room to run now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Willis.
And his throw is incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Third down, it's Willis.
Hard throw, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Gay's kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive there to make the home fans somewhat happy. They won at 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their second drive here, the ballgame Charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 17, Willis. And this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good look, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kenneth Farley. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Willis will look to throw on first down. And this one too low. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They go play action with Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to look deep down the field and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gale is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Herbert off of play action. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Herbert.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Herbert. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They snap it to Herbert. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
They find some open field here. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
30 yards.
and the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Gain is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. Kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. It's down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chargers. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
98 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the ball occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, there's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 55 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Willis now off play action. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted then. The big running play, now the big passing play. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Malik Willis scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there.
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gain has not been good. And the lead is now 24. Team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Willis, 4th down here.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert.
And now here's another interception. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Willis.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll go backwards. Losing yardage to the 5. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Looking for more now on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's complete to Tony. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. They're